From historic Oak Hill Country Club in Rochester, New York, GoTV presents your International Diamond Cup featured foursome.
There has been plenty of history here on Oak Hill Country Club. Will there be more made today here at the International Diamond Cup? We are happy to be a part of it. Dave Benz alongside Chris Walkie. And Chris, today our featured foursome hole is the beautiful par 3 15th. I say beautiful because aesthetically it's very pleasing, but don't let that fool you. It is one tough golf hole.
It's a very tough golf hole. It's only 150 yards, kind of down a slight hill. But they've redesigned the green in the last year, and they brought the water closer on the right-hand side. And I think this is really going to play havoc with the golfers. I think they're going to see that, and the ball tends to go there. And Dave, the pin in the middle of the green today, probably the narrowest part of the green. The pin's only 7 paces from the right side of the green from that water, and there's bunkers on the left-hand side, which isn't a very good spot either.
Yeah, there's trouble all around. And this field, well, they're not exactly the type that you would see in the Ryder Cup or a professional event that, as we've seen here on the Oak Hill Country Club course many times. This field, an eclectic group.
Yeah, you got some good players, you got some not so good players, you got players in between. So we're going to see an array of shots here today. You know, some in the water, some in the bunker, and sometimes it's going to be a mess out there.
Yeah, by the way, one of the larger groups that we have seen here today. All right, time to meet the golfers in our featured foursome. Ken Whitley, Richard Strobel, Greg Burton, and Danny Abernathy. And that group is on the tee box right now with the third member of our broadcast crew. Let's throw it up to Jill Carlson.
All right, thanks, Dave. Captain, my captain, are you playing well?
I'm having a kind of a rough day. I've had better days, but I've got a lot of promise as we come into this hole, thinking we might catch back up in the first place.
All right, because you guys are in second?
We are in second right now, but we're only down by about 8 strokes.
Only down about 8 strokes. So you make them up right here, 4 holes in one?
Absolutely. That'll do it. Yep. That means your hole 1, your hole 1, 2, I'm 3, Danny, you're 4th.
Yeah,
you clean up.
Yeah, you do. You got 8 strokes.
8 strokes. How many strokes did we get on this hole?
I think we get 6 strokes on this hole. Each of us gets 6 strokes.
I think I'm going to have a stroke on this hole if I'm hanging out with these guys any longer, so let's get to some golf.
All right, so here's Ken Whitley first off the tee box, and a nice swing. Looks like it's going a little bit left, Chris.
Yeah, I think it's going to hang in there and catch that left side of the green.
Look at that. I think the wind might have knocked that down a little bit. I thought that was going more left.
That's not too bad, though. He's got an easy 2-putt.
That's a nice place. You got a lot of room to work with on that part of the green. All right, so next up is Greg Burton. Greg also with Navistar.
He's a good player. Good swing there.
Yeah, he pushed that one a little bit to the right, though. And that goes right into the water on the fly. You know, if we could retrieve the number of balls that went into the drink today, I think we'd be able to have ourselves a nice, very successful business.
Probably, yes.
Next up will be Richard Strobel. Richard with G&P Trucking Company.
I think he lost his balance there a little bit.
That's going to be tracking left, and that's going to go into that deep bunker. Out of the 2 bunkers, that may be the better one to be in.
That's the easier one, yes. You got a little more green to work with. Plus, you got the little bank as the green goes up to kind of stop the ball as it goes towards the hole.
And finally, Danny Abernathy. Danny's been playing golf for 15 years, plays about 3 to 4 times a month. Best round ever is a 77. Favorite golfer was Freddie Couples.
Let's see if he swings like Freddie. Pretty smooth there.
It was smooth. That ball is going to be going left, though. And that is...
Yeah, that's in that long grass over there. It's a tough shot coming over that bunker, especially with that water behind the green. He's going to have to hit a great shot.
And Chris, as they make their way down from the tee box, let's check in with the 4th member of our broadcast crew, Tim Morris.
Thank you, Dave. I'm here with the RVPs, Chris Randall and Phil Ruley. A great day of golf. And Chris, I mean, the Diamond Cup year after year, it just keeps getting better and better. I know it's a special occasion for you.
Absolutely. We look forward to it every year. The customers look forward to it, and our folks had a great day today. It was outstanding. The best just keeps getting better and better.
Phil, what is it about golf that you get people together, and it's just a great time to do business and build relationships?
It's one of the only events where you can actually get a customer aside away from the office for 4 or 5 hours, get them to relax, enjoy themselves, build a lot of rapport, both customers and prospective customers. So we enjoy it. It's become a a landmark event for our company, and the folks that enjoy it every year after year, and today was just incredible.
Plus, when you all get together and everyone in your group hits terrible golf shots, there's a bonding experience going on there, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
You didn't do that today, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a tough game, a humbling game, but it's just a terrific day, and I know these guys share that sentiment as well. So, Dave, we'll throw it back to you out at 15.
All right, thank you very much, Tim. While we were away out of the drop zone, take a look at the great shot by Ken Whitley. Nearly hit the flag, but then rolled just off.
Yeah, it's a good shot there. Just a little bit long, ran down that hill. Should have an easy up and down from there.
All right, now back to live action. Richard Strobel from the bunker right in front of us. And
that may work.
Well, that's not the textbook way to do it, but that's a good result.
I think he'll take that one.
He's got a very makeable par opportunity coming up. And now here's Danny Abernathy. And this rough is very rough.
Very rough. You know, he just didn't open the club enough there. Not a big enough swing. Caught a lot of grass behind the ball. Comes up short.
This is going to be even a tougher shot. How do you approach a shot like this, Chris?
You just need to choke way up on that club to make it a lot shorter. He pulled that off pretty good there.
Hit the stick. It rolls by, but a pretty darn good effort there, and he will have a chance to try and save a bogey. While we have a moment, let's once again check in with Tim Morris, who has highlights of what else has transpired here today at Oak Hill.
Thank you very much, Dave. I know you've seen a mixed bag out there at 15, as have we. A lot of guys complaining about how difficult the course is, while at the same time saying how spectacularly beautiful it is. But I had to show you a couple of great shots. First, out at 13, John Buckner, a guy who is not used to doing this, chipping from the fringe, and he drains it. John Buckner with the highlight of the day for him. He was thrilled about it. But maybe the best shot of the day, Richard Goforth at 18, the famous 18th hole from about 100 yards. Watch this. He hits the pin. It actually dings the pin, ends up a few feet away. What a highlight for Richard. What a day we have had out here, good and bad, but I wanted to share those with you before I throw it back out to you at 15. Dave?
So here's Greg Burton trying for his bogey attempt. Oh, and he pushes that just long, Chris.
Okay, so about 5 feet past the hole, he's got a long putt coming back for his double.
Meantime, Danny Abernathy. This is for a bogey. Oh, he really hit that.
Yeah, he hit that a little too hard there. He's got a long putt coming back.
Another try by Ken Whitley. And oh, Ken Whitley, unable to make a par, has to settle for a bogey after that pretty nice tee shot, put himself in a good position.
You know, Dave, we've seen a lot of 3 putts from that front left of the green. I thought it'd be an easier 2 putt from down there.
Now, how about Richard Strobel? Here's a chance of making a par after being in that sand.
This would be a great par, considering he didn't quite catch that second shot exactly where he wanted to, but he's got about a 10-footer straight up the hill, maybe a little hair left or right.
Get in the hole. Oh, just short. So he will settle for a bogey.
I think he'll take that 4 there, though.
Yeah, and finally, here's Greg Burton for a double after being in the water. He can't get it to go. He'll have to settle for a 6. And now Danny Abernathy. This is for a double bogey.
Should be inside left. Just hit it fairly firm.
Gets it to go.
Putt.
How about that bunker shot? That wasn't exactly textbook, but the results were pretty nice.
I was never good at school, so textbooks just didn't work for me.
Well, there you go. But hey, bottom line, you got out of the bunker, you got it in the hole, and you're moving on.
I'm going to probably use a putter from here on out of the sand, because then I can control it better.
Well, good luck. Let me know how that works out.
I'll do it. Thank you.
Thank you.